Hello everybody, and welcome to another Flaming Dice Reviews video. Today we're going to be taking a look at something a little different. We're actually going to look at an educational game, which is something I've never featured on the channel before. But as a parent to two grade school children, I thought that maybe I should throw something out there that's a little bit educational for theirs and other children's sake, or other parents' sake I should say. We're going to be taking a look at Math Wiz. Now I have to be honest, whenever I was shown Math Wiz, the idea of a small box math game didn't really appeal to me, but I was wrong. It's actually a fantastic little game. We're going to skip the components, even though that's normally what we do at this point, and go straight to the game since there's only 100 cards and a rule sheet in there. So let's take a look at how the game plays and, more importantly, the card layout, because that is the true brilliance of Math Wiz. And then I'll meet you back here for my final thoughts. So let's jump straight into Math Wiz and take a look at the cards, because that's the key and in fact only component inside of the game. So we see here we have one of the two decks of cards that's included in Math Wiz. Now one of them is addition and subtraction, the other is division and multiplication, and you can combine those two for more advanced players as children age and get more proficient at math. So let's take a look at the cards themselves. If you notice, the deck of cards has a target number on the back of them. So cards are dealt to players, 7 per round in fact, and then once all players have their cards, the last number showing is the target number. Now if you take a look at the cards themselves, you'll notice that they look a little bit unusual. Now the symbol in the middle isn't really important, that's just showing the math symbol. I believe it's actually the symbol for the game. And then up at the top left and bottom right, you have the most important components of the card. On the top left, you have a number. On the bottom right, you have a math symbol. Now some of them are going to be addition and some of them are going to be subtraction. Now the way the cards are placed are very important. In this example, if our target was 1, we could lay these cards out like this and form an equation. 5 minus 4 equals 1. What's the only problem? Our goal isn't 1. Our goal is 35. But had that been 1, then we would count up the number of points shown on the card and reach 20 points. So the game is played over several rounds where players try to reach the equation that's shown here or the solution that's shown here, and they get their points. Now there's rules for if you can't make an equation with the cards you have. We're not going to go into all of that. Just know that the game is played over several rounds. And let's take a look at a more advanced solution. So in this example, I'll be one of the 12 players in the game, and this is my hand of card. Again, we get 7 each. Now this is our target number, 16. So what I would do is I would look through my cards and try to make an equation. Now while I really enjoy this game, I'm not horribly good at math, so I've already worked this out ahead of time. Don't be too impressed. So in this example, I'm going to put these two numbers next to each other, and that forms a 2-digit number. You can even make a 3-digit number. Now I have this card, but I need to use the minus sign, so I'm going to flip it over just like this. Now I have 76 and I need to get down to 16, so I'm going to play this 6 and this 0. 76 minus 60 equals 16. I've reached the target goal with 2 cards to spare. Now again, there's rules for if you can't make a solution or what you do with the leftover cards, but we're not going to get into all of that. I wanted to show you how dynamic and just wonderfully clever the card design is in Math Wiz. And I believe that if you have kids that could stand to use a little more fun in their math or just improve their math skills, even if they're already good at it, or even adults like me who just aren't very good at math, I think that this is a wonderful option and definitely worth looking at. Welcome back everybody. Now that we've seen Math Wiz in action, let's talk about my final thoughts on the game. Well, this game is self-published. The guy that I met that designed this game, he came to the Jester's Court, which is my local friendly gaming store, and he was showing it to the owner, Trudy. Trudy later showed it to me. Needless to say, I was not impressed by the name, by the thought of playing an educational game when we could have been playing something way more challenging in my mind. I was very wrong. Not only is this game very fun, it is super educational. In school I was never very good at math, and so I didn't think that A, I would be good at this game, and B, I certainly didn't think I would like it. Again, I was incorrect. The way that the cards are set up, where you can use one side as a number or one side as an addition, subtraction, multiplication, division sign, it's absolutely brilliant. And the way that you lay the cards out, the way that you can combine cards to make a 2 or even 3-digit number, I was blown away by the aesthetic value of the cards. Even though they're not overly pretty, they're just laid out extremely well. And I've played this with my children, and they actually enjoyed it. Now, if you are with a bunch of normal middle-aged adults sitting around on a game night, you're probably not going to break Math Wiz out. That's not going to impress your friends. However, if you're a teacher or if you are a parent, I would definitely say give this game a try if you value them learning and appreciating math. This game really changed the way I looked at it, and I'm 34, so that's actually a pretty big accomplishment. Now again, this game is self-published, so I'm going to put the web address right here below so that you can go and get yourself a copy of Math Wiz if you like it. But it's Rayzor Sharp Entertainment. I think it's actually RayzorSharpEnt.com. Well, if you enjoyed this video, please be sure to give it a like and subscribe to the channel, and visit the website at FlamingDiceReviews.com, Facebook at /FlamingDiceReviews, and follow us on Twitter at FlamingDiceRev. That's Flaming Dice REV. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.